La Machine. Hi, Greg.
Hi, how's it going?
Good, good. Can you tell us a little bit about La Machine this year?
Sure, yeah. This year, La Machine has gone to bigger and faster and more beefier and more torquey motors.
Do you mind stepping over here? We want to get a good shot of him.
Last year we had these 2-pole motors. This year they're 4-pole motors, and we had them totally custom designed. Last year they're sort of off-the-shelf starter motors, and this year they're just totally wired by custom wired, custom air holes, custom electronics, everything.
So the motors were scratch designed this year?
Yes, yes. So they're just much more efficient. You know, last year we had this fan in here, and we had to cool everything down. We don't have to deal with that anymore.
So how's he going to be cooled?
It doesn't have to be cooled. These things can get up to, they can pull about 100 amps, and we only need about 60. And I don't know what the temperature rating is, but even trying to solder these wires is really hard because it can just take so much heat.
And can you tell me about the drivetrain?
The drivetrain is the same old thing that La Machine has had since the beginning when it was a middleweight. It's just the 6-to-1 gear ratio with the chains. And it works great. Never had a problem with that.
Anything else unusual this year?
Well, one sort of unfortunate thing is we wanted to go to 36 volt. We had 3 batteries in here, but we couldn't make the weight, so we had to lose 13 pounds, and we're back to 24, which is fine because La Machine has proven itself, at 24.
Yes, he has. He's been very, very impressive. What is the...
La Machine is a she.
She's a she. I think something this fierce you think is a guy.
No, La Machine.
Well, yeah, I know La is female, but the way he fights, wow.
All right.
And what are those canisters for?
Okay, this year, instead of just doing the wedge thing, which is getting old, we thought we'd wanted to add a weapon to La Machine. So we have CO2 powered spike. If you remember Dumore
Yes, I do.
from last year, he had that spike, and we have added that same technology to the wedge part of La Machine. In fact, Scott, who built Dumore, helped us a lot with it, and it can go up to about 700 psi.
So he's going to have spikes attached to him?
Well, if you look over here, you can see it. So, can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold the mic funny,
So this is a pneumatic firing ram that La Machine which has been added to La Machine. So essentially, like the other years, we'll get them on the wedge, but this year we get them really high. We'll blast them off. La Machine's going to get flying lessons hopefully this year.
That is going to really be impressive. How is he going to be attached? Because last year you had a problem where when he was being lifted, he was separated from the top and bottom got separated.
It's attached the same way as always. It's these rubber standoffs. The problem last year against Biohazard was, well, it's 2 things. Number one, this battery box is made of wood, and it had been to Germany, had been to London, on all these different sort of promotional things for Robot Wars, and we never checked it. And it was cracking little by little. And then couple that with Biohazard picking us up and dropping us, and picking us up and dropping us, it broke it. But this year we've redone the battery box. We used better, thicker wood. We've totally glued it and screwed it, and it's ready to go.
So this year if Biohazard picks you up and drops you, you're not going to separate?
I hope not. That would really suck.
Okay.